Hello everyone. Welcome back to Geography class. Today, let's move on to our third chapter, migration. Dear students, have you observed birds migrating? Let's see how birds migrate and what is the reason for their migration. Migration. The periodic movements of a bird from one place to another and back to their original homes are called bird migration. Many birds fly long distances in spring season. They build and raise their young in a new home and then return when the climate becomes warm. Birds migrate mainly to avoid shorter days in very cold regions where food also becomes scarce in winter. Now let's study what is human migration, the reasons for migration, and types of migration. Migration is the movement of people from their place of origin to another with the intention of settling down temporarily or permanently. It is therefore different from tourism, commuting for work, or herding. So, what is commuting for work? Travel on work basis regularly or often repeatedly. And herding is moving in group, which are not undertaken with the intention of settling in a new place. So, in simple words, migration is the movement of people to a new area or country in order to find work or better living conditions. Migrations have occurred throughout human history. Let's see how the earliest known human migration occurred. The first Homo sapiens were born 200,000 years ago. 70,000 years ago, Earth enters the coldest, driest period of the Ice Age. 60,000 years ago, the first humans leave Africa. 50,000 years ago, they reach Australia. Around the same time, a second group crosses the Red Sea. By 35,000 years ago, they have populated the Middle East and Central Asia. "40,000 years ago, humans enter Europe through the southeast. The Neanderthals go extinct shortly after. Earth enters the last glacial maximum of the Ice Age 25,000 years ago. "15,000 years ago, the first humans crossed the Bering Strait into the Americas. 12,000 years ago, the agricultural revolution begins. What are the reasons for migration? People can migrate for multiple reasons. Early humans migrated mainly in search of food and in response to climatic changes and natural disasters. Today, migration occurs for a variety of economic, social, and political reasons. Factors that cause people to leave a place are called push factors, and factors that draw migrants towards a place are called pull factors. So, what is push factor? Sometimes conditions in a place can turn unfavorable. These unfavorable conditions push or force people to move out of that place. Some major push factors are natural disasters. When natural disasters like earthquake or flood occurs, people are forced to move out of their living place. Due to drought and food shortage, people move to other place in search of food and water. If the place has less employment opportunities, people move to different places in search of employment. Other reason of push factor is in search of peaceful life. When the place they are living has conflicts between religions, that is communal violence, or when they face harassment due to the color of their skin, that is racial conflicts, and if the place faces frequent war, then people migrate to other places. When the place has more crime rates like theft, robbery, murder, etc., and if the place is not safe for living, then people move out. When the place or country is in the hands of bad leader, or government may collapse either because of conflicts between various parties. Economic growth and political stability are deeply interconnected. The uncertainty associated with an unstable political environment may reduce investment and the pace of economic development, which leads to forced migration of people. So, these all are the push factors. So, these are forced factors which force people to move out of that place due to all this reason. Next is pull factors. Some places have certain favorable characteristics that draw or pull migrants to them. Some of the major pull factors are better living conditions, that is, better access to shelter, food, clothing, and clean water, better geographical and climatic conditions, better medical care, better opportunities of education and employment, better infrastructure. This includes a well developed system of transport and communication, the provision of uninterrupted supplies of water and electricity, and efficient sewage systems, bridges, and dams, political freedom and security. So, these are all the pull factors. So, these are so favorable that it pulls the migrants towards it. Here, they can lead a peaceful life. Next is types of migration. There are different forms of migration. Which are they? Emigration, immigration, internal migration, external migration. Let's study the types of migration in next class. These are the today's topics. Refer textbook, learn well. See you in the next class. Thank you.